Hello, welcome to Travelin Young, and this week we are in Aalborg because tomorrow is the 4th of July and we're going to go to the Rebel Festival to enjoy an American 4th of July here in Denmark. And this episode is a special American 4th of July barbecue episode because a lot of people have asked me about barbecuing and smoking because I talk about it sometimes but haven't really showed it. So this week it's land, sea, and air. I'm going to smoke some pork, grill some fish, and then smoke a chicken. Kind of like a little tribute to the armed forces on this 4th of July on this episode of Travelin' Young. All right, so we're starting with land, and one of the things I thought would be fun, since it's kind of an armed forces thing and there's so many good movies about all of the armed forces, I'd say my favorite for each land would be Army, and I love the movie Glory. If you've never seen it, it's a great Civil War movie. You should check it out. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to smoke pork for basically it takes about 10 hours or so. And in the end, you need to get the temp to the pork to 95 degrees, but it's one of my favorite things to do. And I got this piece of pork at Jesper in Farum, who's the butcher that I go to, that was featured in one of the Small Brawl episodes. Super nice guy. But we're going to start this episode with land. All right, we're starting with land, and land is going to be this pork shoulder from a pig. And I'm going to smoke this out on the smoker, and we're going to end up having really good pulled pork sandwiches tonight. I've got these little claws I can pull it apart with. It's the morning because this one takes 9 to 10 hours out on the smoker. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to rub it with this Traeger pork and poultry rub that I like really generously. Then I put it out on the smoker. The smoker is set to 120 degrees right now. And I'm going to put the probe in it and I'm going to smoke it until the internal temp is around 70. Then I'm going to take it out. I'm going to wrap it in butcher paper. And then I'm going to put it back out again for another probably 4 to 5 hours. Some people use aluminum foil because this helps reduce the amount of time that the temperature stalls at a specific temperature. But I'm using butcher paper. Butcher paper can't be as tight, but it preserves the bark better, whereas aluminum foil keeps it really tight and helps shorten the stall, but it's only like not even one, so I feel like I got time to give, and this piece of meat isn't super big. Look how easily it's just tearing apart with my claws. This is one of my favorite things to make. I know it takes like half a day to do, but if I'm sitting at home, it's worth it. It's so good, and we'll have enough for leftovers for lunch as well. So there you go, pulled pork, and maybe we'll have a quick little review later when we all eat it up. But I need to finish shredding. Okay, so I'd planned to have a little taste test after we had land, but honestly, Maya, Miranda, Vilas was there, and we've all had this so many times. I promise you it was good. And it was also Maya's last night before she left for the U.S., so we had a ton of things going on. I just didn't get time to turn the camera on. We ate frantically so she could pack up. But anyway, that was land. Now we're moving on to sea, and one of the best sea movies, which would be the Navy, is Top Gun, actually. He's a Navy pilot, so I haven't seen the newest Top Gun, but the first one is amazing. And what I'm going to do is grill some fish tacos. Just for you to know, the fish only takes about maybe 5 minutes per side to grill. It's super fast. And yeah, so fish tacos, which is a kind of a Southern California thing that I love whenever I'm in San Diego, and that's what we made for sea. Okay, this is sea. We're gonna make some fish tacos. Now, I don't ever eat fish tacos unless I'm in Southern California. I've never made fish tacos, but we got some white cod type fish. I actually use some of the seasoning I use for meat stuff because when I'm looking online, it was a lot of the same kind of spices and things. So I use that to put on the fish. And I noticed when you got to be much more delicate with fish than that pork. You like jam all the rub in there. You got to be more delicate. And in this case, we're grilling, so the smoker can actually go up to really high temperatures. And I have these grill grates that do a really good job of taking the heat and distributing it evenly. That go on top of the regular grates that come with the smoker. So that's what I'm going to use. I've grilled steaks and stuff on it, but we're going to grill fish on it to make fish tacos. Okay, here we go. This is done. By the way, I had sushi for lunch. I don't think I've ever had two fish dishes.
Two fish dishes.
In the same day. So you get to try it first.
I do. And I have to say, fish is probably my least favorite of the meats in the meat family. But we'll see how this goes.
While you're chewing, I'm going to say there's this coleslaw, avocado, some lime juice on top. I cooked it about 5 minutes or so on each side. It was flaking apart. Tell me, what do you think?
You know what? It's actually good because the white fish is getting a lot of flavor from the rub. And then you've got the nice slaw on top. And I'm sure I have stuff in my teeth. But it's quite nice. It's not too fishy at all, which is the thing that I hate most about fish when it tastes super fishy. So it's really good.
Oh, well, this really only took like 15 minutes.
Yeah, it's great for a quick evening weeknight meal.
All right, well, I'm going to try it.
Yeah, you're going to try it.
I've got still some Puska brew in the fridge that I'm...
Sorry, it's a little shaky with the handoff there. Well, it's mosquito time.
Yeah, get away from my food. Sorry.
You like it?
It's good.
Yeah. It's different.
Falling apart, but good.
Well, they're street tacos.
Oh, Yeah, so the sea fish tacos. Welcome to Denmark, fish tacos. All right, we're moving on to air, and it's going to be a chicken. And what I do is I just go to like the Netto or wherever, grab a whole chicken, and it's so easy to make. Also, by the way, I can't forget to say my favorite air movie. It's super hard to find an Air Force movie because so many of the flying movies are actually the Navy, like Top Gun. But I'm going to say The Right Stuff because so many of the original NASA pilots were from the Air Force. So Right Stuff is my air movie. Anyway, we're going to make chicken, and it only takes like basically an hour. All you have to do is like rub it, stick it on the smoker for like 40 minutes. I monitor the temp to make sure it gets to good temps in the end internally. I pull it out, you cut it up, and it's just so good and juicy. And we make it probably once a week because you can do it during the week because it only takes an hour. And so for air, I'm going to show you how I smoke a chicken. We are at air. Air, the chicken is on the table. And so what I wanted to do is talk about how I handle the chicken in a smoking situation. What's fantastic about chicken is you can smoke it in like 45 minutes. So I've got the smoker already up and running. And then what I need to do is I like to smoke it spatchcock style, which means I'm going to take the backbone off and then split it and then lay it on the grill, kind of split as it smokes. I think that's the best way. Also, it's really cool to know all the parts of the chicken because a whole chicken is not that expensive to buy. And if you bought all the individual pieces like breasts and everything, it would cost a lot more. And I mean, it's super good. This way I can easily cut it afterwards and slice up the breasts, the legs, the thighs, the wings, and everything. But what I'm going to do is take my chicken. I'm going to take the backbone off, split it, and then I'm going to put all the rub on it. First put some olive oil, then the rub. By the way, essential part is a beer, and I'm drinking this Midfunes Brewhouse Saison. That was from the Versus. So that's what I'm going to drink while I prepare my chicken. have it. So we have our deconstructed chicken that has been smoked. I forgot to mention, by the way, it was 190 degrees, about 40 minutes till it hit 70 degrees internally. Then I put the barbecue sauce on, let it sit a little more, got to like 74. Then I took it out, let it rest for a little bit. Then I cut it, as you saw, super smooth. And we've got this nice deconstructed smoked chicken. And we will see what Maya thinks about it in a few minutes when we eat it. Maya's there trying to hide off to the side because she's in pajamas.
Everyone can just see my Christmas
And your
Star Wars
hand.
pants. So,
Vilas, so you've eaten the chicken.
Yes, I have. Actually, I need to fix my cutlery.
Yeah,
That's
and
more
this
correct.
is not the first time you've had it because we make it often.
Yes, it's my second time, I think.
And tell us, what do you think? Is it?
Well, I'll say it's really good. Especially the skin. I really like how like sweet it is, and I feel like the chicken is very juicy.
Yeah.
So I'd say it's really good. Yeah.
I hesitate to say moist, but you know.
I'm hesitating to not put the
Yeah,
camera to your
I was
face.
thinking I was
still speaking.
I was thinking of saying moist, but then I was like, moist is kind of a weird word, so I was like juicy instead.
But it is, and I'll say that I forgot to mention, a sweet/hot sauce on it. So it gives it a nice little kick, but also a sweetness to the barbecue sauce in the skin.
Yeah, sure. There is a little hotness in there.
Yeah, sure, okay.
I mean, there could be a little more, but...
All right, well, this is the air. You got to experience the air part of the land, sea, and air barbecue experience.
Yeah?
And there you go. The chicken bones. Here's mine. We had to divide that chicken up against a bunch of people.
Yeah, we did.
Miranda's, I'm not going to move the camera anymore because we might get a glimpse of more of Maya.
Please do not.
So.
It's not allowed.
All right, there you go. Land, sea, and air, armed forces, 4th of July, barbecue, spectacular, whatever. I love to smoke and grill stuff outside on my smoker. So wanted to share a couple things. 2 that I do all the time, chicken and pork, and then 1 that was new because I like to find new things as well. We also smoke brisket, not the dog, but the meat, and ribs, and a bunch of other vegetables. Actually, we did an artichoke once. We even did garlic just to see what it tastes like to smoke garlic. It was super good. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. If you are in Bibel for the 4th of July, come by and say hi. We'd love to see you and meet you. Otherwise, I hope if you celebrate 4th of July, you do and enjoy it. We're going to go so that we can enjoy the rest of the food market. I'll see you later.